The movie kicks off with Jamie, a super smart student, handing Ms. Cohen a farewell gift. Turns out, Ms. Cohen's taking some time off for maternity leave. Ms. Cohen thanks Jamie for the present and hypes her up to keep crushing it so she can get into any college she wants. Then Jamie asks Ms. Cohen about the new teacher, Ms. Molly. Ms. Cohen describes her as a sharp teacher and tries to get Jamie excited about her. The next day, Ms. Molly strolls into class and kicks off her lesson. She introduces herself to the students and immediately throws a pop quiz at them, saying she's just picking up where Ms. Cohen left off. After class, Ms. Molly corners Danny and asks him about his grades, reminding him he needs to keep them up to stay on the baseball team. Danny asks if they can talk about his grades after school, and Molly's all like, sure thing. Once they sit down, Molly asks him if he's got a girlfriend. Danny tells her about his relationship with Jamie, who he started dating last year. Even with that info, Molly starts showing interest in him, offering to help him with his homework. Then she subtly hints that she's free on Thursday after school. But Danny shuts her down, telling her he's planning to spend that day with Jamie because it's their anniversary. Molly, however, doesn't quit until she gets his phone number. The next day, Jamie's bummed when she gets a C on her paper. She goes to Molly and asks if she can improve her grade because she needs high grades to score a college scholarship. But Molly, being Molly, gives her another research paper due the very next day. So Jamie decides to focus on her goals more than her relationship with Danny. When she tells Danny she can't hang out that day because of her paper, Danny gets annoyed and tells her grades aren't everything. But Jamie fires back, telling her about her family's tough financial situation and how crucial scholarships are for her, unlike Danny, whose parents can just foot his college bill. After that, Danny gives Jamie their anniversary gift, then leaves all bummed out. Around the same time, Danny's baseball team loses, which just adds to his bad mood. Molly, ever the opportunist, seizes the moment. She goes to Danny and suggests they hit up a bar to cheer him up. Danny agrees, and off they go. There, Molly encourages him to drink beer with her, assuring him she won't tell anyone. Their whole conversation revolves around Danny's relationship with Jamie and their recent issues. After they finish their drinks and get in the car, Molly deliberately tries to flirt with him, but Danny manages to control himself and doesn't cheat on Jamie. A few days later, all the students gather at Jamie's friend's house for her birthday. After a few drinks, Danny gets close to Jamie, takes her into an empty room alone. But as Danny gets closer, Jamie stops him, preventing things from going any further. Danny gets annoyed, leaves her, and walks out of the room. Just then, Molly texts him, saying she needs his help because her car broke down near her place. In that moment, Danny remembers Molly's flirting when they were in the car together, and he tells her he's on his way. After he gets there and jump-starts her car, Molly insists he comes inside to wash his hands. Once he's in, Molly seduces him and doesn't let up until she gets what she wants. After they're done, Danny grabs his car and heads home. As he pulls up to his house, he sees Jamie walking towards him, totally wasted. She accuses him of cheating, but when Danny denies it and tries to calm her down, Jamie gets mad, leaves him, jumps in her car, and drives off. The next day, Jamie feels frustrated when she sees she got another C on her paper. She suspects Molly might be deliberately targeting her, so she goes to a friend and spills everything. Her friend encourages her to talk to Molly again. After class, Molly notices Jamie and Danny talking, super close, which makes her suspect something is going on between them. Later that night at Molly's place, Danny tells Molly his coach might kick him off the baseball team, but she reassures him that if his grades improve, he'll stay on the team. Then she offers him extra tutoring and encourages him to meet his parents' expectations and get into a prestigious university. After that, Jamie meets Danny and tells him that Ms. Molly is being unfair with her grades, giving her low marks despite her efforts. Danny asks her why Molly would do that. When Jamie looks at him, annoyed, Danny dodges her question, saying he has errands to run for his mom. But Jamie doesn't believe him and decides to follow him in her car until he pulls up to Molly's house. As soon as he walks in, Molly doesn't waste any time and they start making out. Then Danny asks her if she's really trying to give Jamie low grades. Molly reassures him, saying Jamie is mistaken and overthinking things. Suddenly, Danny turns around and realizes Jamie is watching them from outside the house. Jamie is shocked, gets in her car, and speeds off. But Danny chases after her, and Molly tries to stop him, but Danny leaves her and drives after Jamie until she reaches her house. There, Danny goes to her and tries to explain his actions, but Jamie doesn't trust him and tries to hold back her tears because of his betrayal. but Danny tries to calm her down and promises her he'll break things off with Molly. The next day at school, Molly goes to Jamie and apologizes, admitting she made a mistake giving her a C on the second paper and changes it to an A. Jamie responds sarcastically, telling her that apology won't fix her problem with Danny. After that, Molly goes to the principal and reports that Jamie is being aggressive towards her. Even though the principal decides to talk to Jamie, Molly insists she can handle the situation. After the school day ends, Danny goes to Jamie to check on her and assures her he's going to end things with Molly tonight. After that, Danny texts Molly and arranges to meet her at the park. Of course, Molly is super excited, and as soon as she meets him, she expresses her interest in him, but Danny stays firm and tells him they need to break up. Molly tries to convince him to stay together, but he walks away, leaving her distraught. Molly gets in her car, and in a fit of rage, she hits Danny with the car. After making sure he's dead, she quickly hides his body and wipes away the blood from her car. Then she goes to Jamie's house, takes the blood from Danny's body that she cleaned off her car, and puts it on Jamie's car without Jamie knowing. The next morning, the police find Danny's body in the park. At the same time, Jamie tries to call Danny several times, but of course no one answers. A little later, her mom tells her the police called and they found Danny's body, and they also want her to come to the station to give a statement. After they arrive at the station, they meet Danny's parents, who blame Jamie for their son's death. Tensions rise between them, but the police step in and manage to calm them down. After that, the detective starts questioning Jamie, who explains that Danny was planning to come to her house after he broke up with Molly. The detective is surprised. Then he asks Jamie if she has any proof of her claims. After that, the police go to Molly's house and confront her with Jamie's statements, but she denies any involvement with Danny and also tells her that Jamie's behavior has changed and she's been aggressive for about a week. When they ask her about her whereabouts at the time of the incident, Molly tells them she was at the movies. The next day, the police go to Jamie's house to look for any evidence, and they find the bloodstains that Molly put on Jamie's car. Jamie, of course, is shocked and doesn't know what to say, and because of this, the police arrest Jamie for Danny's murder. But her parents reassure her that she'll be out soon. Indeed, Jamie is released a few days later after the police tag her with a tracking device. At this point, Jamie is convinced that Molly is the one who killed Danny, so she comes up with a plan to make her confess to the crime. That night, Jamie goes to Molly's house to try and provoke her and record her confession to the crime. Jamie succeeds and records all her confessions, but unfortunately Molly sees her phone recording, so she realizes Jamie's intentions, takes her phone, and then grabs a knife and tries to stab her. Just as Molly raises her hand to strike, the detective arrives at the right moment and intervenes and grabs her. After Molly is arrested, the police discover that this isn't her first incident with a student, and the next day Jamie receives a letter from Whitedale University congratulating her on her acceptance.
And our movie ends here. So don't forget to let us know your opinion in the comments. And if you like the video, hit the like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel to receive all the new recaps. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.